Hello, I'm Jonathan Elkins, and this is Israel Up Close. We all know about the wonders of the internet and the worlds of information and communication that it has opened up. But there is a dark side to the net as well, with the stunning growth of hate sites, spewing everything from anti-Semitism to terrorist propaganda. Israeli mass communications experts held an international conference in Tel Aviv that explored just how hatred is poisoning the web and what can be done about it.
London today has been a city of sirens.
To the non-Muslims of Britain, you may wonder what you've done to deserve this.
Bigotry, racism, neo-Nazism, white supremacy, anti-Semitism, radical Islamic jihad. Phenomena that are far from new, but they have been gaining ground in recent years, thanks in part to the effectiveness of the internet. This was the focus of a recent conference in Israel called Hate on the Internet, attended by leading businessmen, academics, and law enforcement officials from around the world, who gathered to try and hammer out a strategy to prevent the misuse of this burgeoning medium.
There is no question that hate speech leads to hate crimes and violence. The Holocaust, the Shoah, certainly started with words of hate before it turned into actions of hate. And the same thing is happening online.
When, for example, Walton Mearsheimer wrote a paper saying that Israel basically controls American Middle East policy, which is now a book, which is now being translated into lots of new languages, they took their references from the internet. And in their original paper, some of the sites were taken from neo-Nazi sites.
One of the groups most affected by cyber hate is today's youth.
Youth that belong to marginal groups, or they are in marginal situations, that they feel frustrated, that they are angered, that they cannot achieve at school, and they are looking for answers.
And with a new blog created every second and hundreds of new hate sites popping up every year, what can be done to counter this growing phenomenon?
One of the things that probably doesn't work is censorship and the use of legal tools in certain countries, because if you try to ban hate speech in one country, that speech will appear on a website in another country the very next day. We think it is better for the industry to play a role, companies like Google and MySpace.
But many in the internet industry itself don't believe that self-censorship is the answer.
We believe it's important to point the bad things as well, because by pointing on the bad things, on the bad sites, on the anti-Semitic sites, we actually allow an open discussion about those. We allow the good guys to be able to track them, to learn them, to be able to fight them, to be able to counterattack them with real facts.
What all do agree is that education is the key to fighting this growing phenomenon.
Inoculating kids against the virus of hate is urgently needed, and that can be a worldwide cooperative effort.
Jonathan Elkins, IBA News.